Okay, so I'm working on putting this together. I just put this together. There'll be another clip where I show you how it all comes together. But I had to do it because, well, right now I'm working on spot filling the low spots in the upper sidewalls. And I can't recall what I did to throw that off so much. I'm pretty sure I captured it somewhere in one of the videos. I've been looking at it because it really helped me to put this back together, due to not recalling how that came about. But at the moment, oh yeah, and look how dusty the cars are. So this area is a messy job sanding off that compound. But at the moment, I'm working the roof, getting it smoothed out and getting ready to spot putty the low spots in this. You can see how they shine and where the low spots are. But we're gonna go ahead and take care of this, get it filled so I can lay it out in the sun so it can dry. I imagine you can see them, but I used the 220 to knock that sheen off, so that I'm hoping it will cause the glue to stick a little bit better to the material. But you can see with the 220, like I said, it knocks it off and it reveals those low spots. So as much as possible, stay off your phone, putting pressure down on it, putting your knees on it, walking on it, all of that can affect it. And it will show little spots, pressure points. I'm doing the compound in order to hopefully raise those areas up and give the screen or the PMF a better possibility, a better chance in adhering to the whole surface and not causing little air bubbles, no matter how minor they are, to be caught up under it. So this package made it in, as stated, in 2 days, and it is the non-woven fabric. They happen to fold it in half and send it in this box, but that's supposed to be, what, 4 feet by 300 feet? So it's bound to be creased, but it's here. Correction, 4 feet by 250 feet. This is one piece. I think I ordered 2 of these. I want to make note that I stepped down to 150 grit sandpaper so I could knock it out much smoother, easier, and quicker. I'm happy I did start with the 220 because I tend to be heavy-handed, and on this I think I even went down as far as 80, and you can see the gouges and marks. So far the 150 has been working pretty good, and I don't have to make as many passes. I think the the rotation is still right about at 3.5 to 4ish, but it's helping me to move along a bit quicker. Okay, I now have those to knock out. So I'm gonna take care of these, and then I have the shelves and the ceiling, the roof. I still have to spot fill the roof. If you're more careful with the handling of your phone, probably wouldn't even have to do this to this degree. But there probably are some low spots you want to kind of build up. But like I said, my first build, I wasn't really mindful of a lot of stuff. So I feel I have a lot of impressions in it that I want to get out. And once again, the 220, I started with 220. Might want to start 220, 250 till you get the feel. 180 probably won't be bad, but I'm using a 150 and it's working out pretty good. Like I was saying, I may have been fine without having to do this, but let's say on this piece, you get to really see where a lot of the little low spots and just pings and dings and scrapes and scratches were, and maybe they wouldn't affect the screening or the PMF once I put it on, but I think curiosity is what really got me. So that's where I am at the moment. Time's sake, I'm gonna just finish this up and we'll be back. And one other thing, if you don't want all this dust, I'd skip it. Welcome to the Dust Bowl. Got everything all dusted up in here now. Even my spider webs, you can see them now, they're so dusty. It's a thick layer, so it's up to you if you really want to go through with doing this, or try to hook it up to a hose or something if you decide you want to try this, or do it in a more open area to where you don't have to worry about all this dust collecting. But now I'm gonna sweep this off and then touch up a few of the gouges and things that are in it. More so, this is going to be the inside top of the ceiling. Once again, I like to point out what I think is the best bonding agent for this foam is Gorilla Glue Original. It really bonds it really well. You probably will have to put something in there to keep it together because it might have the tendency to push it apart as it cures, but this is the bond I'm getting with the original Gorilla Glue. And this stuff right now, it's as hard as any other. The great stuff, the PL300, the liquid nail, it beats them all. And this stuff is as hard as a rock. Now you can come back and put some compound over it if you happen to get a little deeper in areas. But Gorilla Glue, I give it a thumbs up as far as bringing this together and holding it better than any of the other things I've tried. Alright, it's time to move on to the trailer. I'm hoping the sky will hold out for me for a little bit today. I know they're calling for rain this weekend, but I'm going to try to do as much as I can today. Like Superman. I want to get the whole thing together. Can I do this? There was one guy who wouldn't post his video until he got cleaned up. I'm not that guy. That's not a bad fit. Open the sides up for the wheel wells. And this is the first time I've actually put the Foamie on the trailer. I have room to work the size and everything, but okay, so these went from the Camry, the thoughts of the Miata, and here we are now. And I think I finally will get to use them. Wood don't look too centered, but maybe it'll work anyway. I can use the front ones. I would love to use the rear ones because they stick out wider, but that would really be off-centered. I'm gonna just get them marked for the moment. I'm not gonna cut the space out due to support for the moment.